Hi, welcome in. Today I want to talk to you about my journey, who I am, what inspires me, and why exactly I do what I do. So take a seat, get comfy, grab a snack, and let's take a trip down memory lane. My parents split when I was a toddler, and I ended up staying with my mom. She had to move around a lot. And by the time I was 18, I had lived in 25 completely different areas, which means that I was in a constant game of catch-up with school.
As you can see on this map, the Mongol Empire is currently located in Eastern Asia.
And my social life.
Do it. Yeah.
And I just felt behind all the time. And the only two constants for me were YouTube and gaming. I've been in love with gaming for as long as I can remember. My dad is a huge gamer, and the first thing I remember playing with him was World of Warcraft. He sat down with me and helped me make my own character, and he helped me come up with Andolynn. And it stuck. But as I grew up, gaming became more than a hobby for me. It was how I developed friendships and connections. I mean, even with my stepdad, I remember playing for days on Castlevania or Metroid with him. It's how we bonded. When Minecraft came out, I was in love with YouTube. I would spend hours a night watching LD Shadow Lady and Aphmau and Technoblade. It was just awesome. They created such a fun storytelling environment, and their communities were just great. They were fun, engaging, and welcoming. They just really brightened my day, and I knew I wanted to make that feeling for someone else. But for a long time, I didn't think it was possible for me. I had a lot of people around me say that I wouldn't amount to much. And being the stubborn person I am, was like, you're wrong. So I decided to dive headfirst into different careers. First, it was robotics. I loved building and coding and making 3D objects. And one day I was just sitting in class and I realized I didn't want to do this for my whole life. I would be miserable. It just wasn't a good fit. So I thought, okay, what else can I do? Marketing. I love marketing so much. It is amazing. I ended up taking a couple college courses for it. I was super into it. I would read books on their own, like just for fun. I loved the different strategies. And I started to get that feeling again of, this isn't right. I can't do this. So I stopped. I didn't know what to do. And my lovely bonus mom talked to me and said, hey, I teach. I think you would really like this. Why don't you try? So I did. I was an assistant preschool teacher for a year. It was awesome. I loved working with kids. It just felt right, you know? And so I got engaged. I moved in with my fiance, and I decided this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna be a teacher, and I was so happy and excited for it. When I was in California, I started babysitting and tutoring, and I was gonna be a nanny. And then I started getting that feeling again, but this time it was more bitter of, I don't wanna do this, I don't wanna do this, I don't wanna do this. But I crammed it down because of course I want to do this. This was fun. I love teaching. Maybe it's just the area, or maybe I'm just like having a hard few months, whatever. So I took a job at a Starbucks to help pay my tuition. And unfortunately, I had a life-threatening allergic reaction there, and I had to quit my job, which meant I could no longer go to college. Ooh. That was one of the hardest moments of my life. I didn't know what to do, and I just broke down. I never cried as hard as I did that night. I've never felt as miserable as I have that night. Talked to my fiance, he calmed me down and had me make a list. What are the things I was passionate about? So, gaming, theater, and marketing. Those were the three things that really just stuck out to me of doing. So he suggested streaming. Right, for a week. If you don't like it, we'll figure something else out. So I set up in the kitchen on a very small dining room table. We had to eat on the couch, and I got a super cheap camera, set it up on top of my computer, and just streamed. I tried Supervive, and at that point I was like, oh my gosh, I could be a tutorial channel. I could talk through this is what this game strategy is, and I could explain it to newbies.
Use WASD to move and the spacebar to jump. For a quick dash.
Little by little, I began playing different games and starting to do different challenges. And I mean, to this day, my most popular challenge I've done was every game I lose in Overwatch, I have to chug a bottle of hot sauce. And then life threw a curveball. Our time up was up in California, and my fiance had to go train in another state while I moved by myself here. That was really scary. So I decided to start doing this full time. I began 5 days a week, 6-hour streams or longer. And I would do a variety of games, and I started introducing more challenges. And I look at this community and I realize I get that same feeling as I did when I was a little girl watching Minecraft. Anyone can enter this community. Just get in. It's a safe space. That's all I've ever wanted, and I'm just so proud of that. So, whether you're someone who's been here since the very beginning or someone who is just joining us now, I want to say thank you for being a part of this journey. This has been amazing, and I'm so proud of what we've built. And thank you. This is only the beginning. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, or afternoon, or midday. Whatever's going on for you. And I will see you later. Bye!